Hello again, my wonderful viewers, and welcome to today's episode on Headmender with your humble host, His Royal Majesty. Today, we will be looking into a controversial topic that has raised a lot of concerns and arguments: open relationships versus monogamy. It's an issue that's becoming more prominent as people explore what works best for them in relationships. To help us dive into the nuances, we have Emma, a relationship expert with years of experience in counseling couples. Welcome, Emma, to Headmender.
Thank you for having me. It's always exciting to talk about relationships, especially when it's such a hot topic.
It is, definitely. So let's jump right in. I think many people want to know what exactly makes open relationships appealing to some people.
That's a good one. I think what draws people to open relationships is the idea of having freedom without losing the intimacy and stability that a primary relationship offers. There's an understanding that no one person can meet all your needs, and having other partners allows people to find fulfillment in different ways. It's really about exploring connections, not as a replacement for your primary partner, but as a complement to them.
I get that. There's something about not putting all the pressures on one person to be everything to you, right?
Exactly. In an open relationship, there's an emphasis on honesty about what you want and need, both from your primary partner and others. It encourages a lot of introspection and communication, which can actually strengthen the primary relationship, if it's done correctly.
Right. But I'm sure it's not all smooth sailing. What are some of the challenges that people face in open relationships?
Oh, absolutely, there are challenges. One of the biggest is dealing with jealousy. Even if both partners agree to openness, that doesn't mean feelings of insecurity or envy won't pop up. The key is being proactive in managing those emotions, talking about them openly and frequently to make sure no one feels neglected or undervalued.
That sounds like a lot of work emotionally.
It is. It's definitely not for everyone. Open relationships require an incredible amount of emotional intelligence and communication skills. The idea is to feel secure enough in your relationship that you can handle knowing your partner is sharing a different connection with someone else. That's a tall order for many people.
I imagine so. Now, what about monogamy? It's been the default model for centuries. What are some of the key benefits?
Monogamy's biggest strength is the deep bond and trust that often develops from exclusivity. When you're with one person and only one person, it creates a strong sense of safety. You don't have to question where their emotional energy is going, you know they're all in with you, which can be really comforting.
It sounds like there's a lot of emotional stability there.
Exactly. There's something very powerful about knowing you're the one and only person your partner is investing in. It helps to build a foundation of trust that many people find vital to their well-being. It also means you can focus all your energy on making one relationship the best it can be, without the distraction of multiple partners.
But of course, monogamy comes with its own challenges, doesn't it?
Definitely. One major challenge is that it can lead to stagnation if both partners aren't putting in the effort to keep things exciting. It's very easy for couples to slip into routines and take each other for granted when they feel that sense of security. That's why in monogamy, it's important to stay intentional about intimacy, to keep exploring each other, and to not let the relationship fall into autopilot.
That makes a lot of sense. So on one hand, you have freedom and exploration, but with potential emotional pitfalls. On the other, you have stability, but a risk of things becoming too predictable. How can someone decide which one is right for them?
It's really about self-awareness. You need to understand what you value most. Are you someone who craves novelty and exploration, or do you find more comfort in having a single, exclusive partner? You also have to consider your communication style. If you're someone who struggles with discussing difficult emotions, open relationships might be more challenging. But if you're comfortable discussing your fears, insecurities, and desires, then an open relationship might be worth considering.
Do you think it's possible for people to shift from one approach to another successfully?
Yes, Absolutely. I've seen couples move from monogamy to openness or the other way around, as long as both people are committed to open communication. It takes time and patience. You can't just switch relationship models overnight and expect everything to work perfectly. Both partners need to feel heard and understood. The most important thing is being aligned on values and keeping that dialogue going.
It sounds like no matter the relationship style, communication is really at the heart of it.
100%. Whether it's monogamy or an open relationship, if you can't communicate honestly, you're going to have issues. Open communication builds trust, and trust is the backbone of any healthy relationship. Without it, neither style will be successful.
That's a great point, Emma. One last question. Do you think society is becoming more accepting of open relationships?
I think so. We're seeing a lot more conversations about it in mainstream media, and more people are being open about how traditional models don't always work for them. It's not that monogamy is going away, it's just that people are realizing there are other options, and what's most important is finding what works for you. There's no right or wrong, only what makes you happy and fulfilled.
That's a fantastic note to end on. Emma, thank you so much for joining us today and shedding light on this important conversation.
Thanks for having me, His Royal Majesty. It was a pleasure to be here.
And thank you to all our viewers for tuning into Hatmender today. Whatever your preference is, monogamy or open relationship, always remember that honesty, respect, and communication are key. Join us next time as we explore more about relationships and what makes them work. I remain your humble host, His Royal Majesty, the Hatmender. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at HRM_Hatmender. Like our talk shows, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our discussions, and also share our talk shows to your friends and loved ones. As I always say, someone out there could be in a certain situation that our topics of discussion could be just what they need to save their relationship. Thank you very much and have a great day. Bye-bye.